memorize how to do Necrodancer and Deadringer.
Yeah,
and
Deadringer's kind of the same, where it's like a immensely steep curve suddenly, except for we've developed all these strats. We've been running Deadringer for so long.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is where, like, I think Civ is a very strong contender here, even though he's going to be up against Maya, who is just a monster. Civ has put in maybe more time than I have. Like against these bosses, like he pulled off like Heather's leaping or lunging strat mostly. It wasn't perfect, but
well, the mole
it
got
happened
in the way.
at all.
Got a
the
little
mole
funky
got
there.
in the way.
Yeah.
Well, like you can, as far as I'm aware, Heather can.
This start. Sorry, we got underway here. I just wanted to point out the obsidian rapier to start already. That's craziness.
I don't actually have the races up because there wasn't anything in the sheet. I had no idea who was going next.
Yeah, it's Staekk Bacing. Yeah, I had the same thing. It has been updated.
I'm getting it up.
Cool.
Get to see it now.
That's interesting. So Siver's got a lot of practice specific to this character, whereas many of the other racers, I would imagine, yes, they practice the character a lot, but they're sort of more all around, like some of the top names, of course, being in this tournament still. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I feel like it's more important to have good practice on the character. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that works.
That's not how you do that.
I mean, I guess you can do that without taking damage by just swapping to bat and using the eye beats, right?
Yes, I actually saw a strat from Goof, like watching his, like, Goof has the second place time on the leaderboard, and Goof does this thing where he goes left or right and drops the bomb, and then bat iframes at the last moment, and you can just iframe abuse the crap out of that nonsense, and it's really good. It works very well.
That is a vault there, and Bacing is just going to run away from the vault. That was actually pretty hilarious. That you never really expect the vault. Usually you think it's going to be a potion, and there was a lot of rolling those bats there, and it looks like Staekk's going to open it up too.
Staekk's going to make the same error.
Mistake.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go there.
Oh, you can go there. Feel free. Do it. It's fine.
The rifle is tasty, but it's not going to be as good as this. With the rifle, you can do a very similar thing on the conductor fight.
Yes.
You can just
you warm up the things, and then you shoot the top one and then the bottom one. Yeah, it's really good.
I tried to do that earlier this week against Mantis. I think it did not go well. I instantly died.
Yikes. Yeah, I think if it was over base cutlass, it's a no-brainer, but over an obsidian rapier, it's pretty tough to justify. I think the rifle.
Like one
this
of the
was
tough
tune
things
mod,
is
maybe.
Tune mod it would be great because of the lack of knockback.
Yeah.
Is this real darkness or no? It's real because it's not an enemy on the map.
It's not bumping around.
So.
Yeah, it is real.
Yeah.
And it's a real good idea. So yeah, there it is, taken. Nice job. Bacing's gonna.
The shop right next door. Do we? Oh, we have a torch.
Walls. Not really worth when you already have all your mapping. So.
Yeah, I make that mistake all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, torch of walls is really good.
Oh yeah, that's right. I already have all the mapping. Can swap to that glass rapier for Staekk. You know, Staekk does love his glass. I feel like he's the boots of ballet though. And the Ring of Pain, that's incredibly good from that Conjurer.
This is a pretty nice build.
That is a very nice build. I don't know if Bacing's gonna catch the Conjurer though, and he's got the Ring of Darkness, which is really good with the Conjurer because you can pretty much make whatever your build you want. But yeah, this is an incredible build. The Ring of Pain, as we've said time and again, when you do a lunge attack, it does its sort of surround ring damage after your lunge, and it can be really strong. Plus, it's got piercing, so it's sort of a slightly weaker Ring of Piercing, but it's really good in other ways because it does that extra damage.
Yes, it's extremely good against Blade Masters too, and Staekk's doing the strat where you turn in the bat form and just get a bunch of health back from the conductor fight, or not conductor, the King Congo fight.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Solid pickup.
Yep, absolutely.
Getting all that health.
Really good.
Yeah. And again, this armor is going to be, it's the rare situation where you have the boots of ballet with the obsidian armor, and it's essentially plate mail. Like, that's so good. And there goes Bacing's armor. Bacing had glass, but it just got stomped. So on to just, and has actually just piercing. This is the second time we've seen piercing versus Ring of Pain. And there's the Ring of War swap.
I'm in the camp where I think piercing is not as good as Ring of Pain. Just in general, I would take Pain over piercing.
I kind of feel the same. I've always liked, especially when you have a lunge attack.
That water ball, Jack's gonna be upset about that one.
Those water balls, man. That's the great thing about the Zone 5 bleed, is now you have water balls in every zone. Oh, we got ourselves a blood axe for basing. Blood axe war.
Oh, in this war, this is really good.
That feel when you take a blood tier weapon over a obsidian tier weapon.
You do, though.
You totally do.
So good.
Yep. That is a big pickup.
You're gonna miss out on the piercing, the piercing or pseudo piercing effect of Ring of Pain.
Yeah, that's
okay.
piercing is pretty useful. That was some big damage there, but maybe he wanted to just go down to infinite damage. Maybe that was the plan.
I know Bacing has been practicing for this event quite a lot, so it's not. I feel relatively confident in his ability to manipulate bat form. It's just I wish he would use bat form more on Frankenstein fight.
Oh, does he not?
He from what I remember, I really dislike the way that he handles because what he does is he on the final phase when he's charging. He likes to use bat iframes at the last moment.
Oh, to stomp him.
Charges into him, and I very much dislike that because you can kind of lure him. You can lure Frankenstein weight in that part of the fight to go where you want him to go, and I just like luring him into a good position compared to where I am, and then just using bat form to kill him out, or just take the damage, not take the damage, but if you have a weapon like an obsidian rapier, you just deal the damage with that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm bad at using bat form pretty much straight up. So yeah, with Frankenstein, I'm just hoping I have a build by that point, right?
It's in my opinion, using bat form effectively is the hardest part. A lot of people just eschew bat form completely after they get a build, and they're really missing out.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. I feel like the first person to really pioneer that strat was Oblivion. Oblivion got good at...
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Got good at, like, just sort of created a whole bunch of new strategies and things for this character right from the start. A lot of that stuff, like the... Coral Rift iframes and that kind of stuff came from Oblivion early on. At least I think I did. I might get corrected in chat, but that's my memory of that. By the way, it's a pretty close race. Just slightly behind Bacing is with maybe his build ended up being a little weaker, but it's still quite strong.
He's got the War Axe, so he can afford to be slightly reckless. He's also got this this quartz armor, which is a really nice pick.
Yeah, good to have armor with regen. Quartz armor is also really nice. But he's now down to he's dead. He just pushed too hard. Got those 2 early hits, and that put him down. So do not give up though, because we've seen it before, and we may see it again before the day is through. That the last 2 bosses can really end a run.
And Staekk here is doing what I would do. I like to when I have the bombs, I like to take out both sets of orbs.
Yeah, that's
or dealing with him at all, unless he happens to be on the way. Because there is a bit of strange not RNG, but there's a bit you can sort of manipulate what side he spawns on, and if he is more on one side, then he will, when he dies, he will typically spawn on the other side.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Yes.
So you can kind of predict where he's going to move to. I feel like when you have Ring of Frost, if you're efficient enough, you can still hit him while he's still frozen, if I'm not mistaken. Which is good, because then you can just one-shot him through the phases.
Yes, he stays frozen because he never dies. If you actually look at the counter on things like if you have
like
if you're in bat form, no, if you're in bat form, it might be coin multiplier as well. If you're in bat form, or you have the like a blood weapon or something like that.
Yeah.
Crown of Thorns is what I was trying to think of. The counter doesn't go up when you take out a phase, so he doesn't die until the last phase is done.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he is the
not
same
actually
enemy,
dead.
theoretically.
Gotcha.
But
oh my
yeah,
God,
he stays
Staekk.
frozen. It's really good. This is
Oh
not
my
good.
God,
This is
Staekk,
really
and then
bad.
another-
Oh
no! Way.
Oh no!
The swarming was ridiculous. He needed to get onto a conduit stat there. That was really scary. And down he goes. I missed the replay, but
the most important thing for doing this fight, in my opinion, is not to get in a corner. Every time I get cornered, I die. So you don't do it. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it didn't help that he had, what was it, like 3 black minotaurs and 2 red dragons spawn in a very short amount of time.
Yes, yeah, the spawns themselves certainly didn't help, but like when you have 3 mini bosses on the screen at the same time, you're in for bad times.
Yeah, they're very unforgiving. It's kind of funny that you have the Ring of Darkness, but then when you turn into a bat, it deactivates, so you can see a lot better.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
It's really nice because it makes sense because bats and like sonar and all that for flavor reasons, but like none of the items that you actually have in your equipment bar, I suppose, are active. So that counts rings, and the Ring of Shadows is just that. I think it doesn't give the weird like small radius if you only pick up the Ring of Darkness for some reason. Gonna do an Ozma here, even though you had the pickaxe.
Interesting. Well, maybe he's already seen some of the. Oh, he had the pickaxe. Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake.
I'm thinking
but
he might.
It does save a little time.
Felt like he didn't need. Maybe he remembers what was in those chests. I don't know. I was gonna point out that I think with the bat, like it doesn't make sense to see color if you're gonna talk about echolocation. So maybe what should have happened is whenever you turn to the bat, everything should have desaturated a bunch. That'd have been kind of cool.
I think that might be a little too much to ask for.
No. Call up Ryan and get him to do it.
Well, I mean, like you work right next door. You can just say, "Hey, Ryan, guess what? I have an idea.
Here's what you're doing now. Stop working on your new game. You need to do this."
Who needs a space economy simulator?
Me, actually. I'm really excited for it, but
I'm unsure. I'm on the fence. I'll probably get it just because it's BYG, but still, it's kind of. I'm not necessarily good at those kind of games.
No, I'm
gonna buy out the whole shop.
Definitely want to get that quartz armor.
Shop. Yep.
There's only good things coming from it.
Uh-oh.
You never want to be tangled up with a gold wall mimic and another enemy, because it's just all kinds of
I have died an embarrassingly large number of times to those things. They always throw me off. I always forget that they go diagonal.
Yeah, it's weird. It's super weird. Yeah, I would imagine that a lot of the Necrodancer people are going to be like, well, this is nothing like Necrodancer. If Necrodancer is the perfect game for you, then I feel like Industries of Titan is going to be so different. I don't know. I mean, for me, I've never thought of like action roguelikes as like my genre or anything, so I'm good with it. I'm excited for whatever. But Bacing with the nice sort of heal iframe from the Blood Axe there to not take damage.
Oh, we got cool. a darkness
ogre
meme on the ogre. I hate that. I hate that so much.
It's so funny though.
Bacing is keeping this rat familiar just kind of sitting in his inventory. I am of the opinion that you should only take, because of Frankensteinway nonsense, you should only actually use Shopkeeper and Snowbro.
Oh, really?
Both of if
like Dove and Rat are
Frankensteinway, if Frankensteinway and Dove actually quote hit Frankensteinway while he's shielded, it does damage to you.
Oh,
so it's really bad.
Yeah.
So I don't take them.
Oh my.
And like Rat Familiar is generally good otherwise, but it just.
Well, if you have a lot of bombs, then you're probably not going to hit him with his shield on too much.
Yeah.
So you can just bomb those away.
Yeah, the metrics are a little different there, but it's also doesn't really do you any favors in the conductor fight because I don't think the rat familiar kills count towards hitting on the wire.
Oh, so it's really not useful there. I mean, the rat is good for the rest of the game, but I guess the boss fights, as we said, the boss fights are kind of the critical piece of the Nocturna run.
Exactly. It's what defines her as a character now to a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, because people don't use the bat like me.
Well, even then, you got to be very careful.
Right. Oh, Ring of Becoming! Ah!
Well,
that was scary. Wait.
Well,
Staekk, are you taking it or not? No.
Ring of Becoming is not as bad as it on Nocturna as a lot of characters.
Oh, does it turn you into a bat?
Yeah, you just go into emergency bat. You still have the ring; it doesn't go away.
But you do lose all your health.
Yes, that's the problem. Is you're always on half a heart basically. So it's not as bad as it could be, as long as you aren't already a bat. But when you're a bat, you don't need to worry about it. You can regain health and be healthy.
Right. But you'll probably be on half a heart as a bat, because that's generally how it works. But yeah, you can be full health as a bat with the Ring of Becoming. I mean, if you want to definitely get the Ring of Wonder, or at least try really hard, you could just turn into a bat and just carry the Ring of Becoming without using it.
Yes. The other day, in practice, I almost carried a Ring of Becoming. I had Ring of Becoming in 1-1 that I killed a shop for because I'm like, well, let's just see how far I can go.
Sure.
And I got to conductor fight and died.
Oh, man.
I was so upset.
With Ring of Becoming the whole time?
With Ring of Becoming. That's all delightful. I had. I never got to transmute it. I would have transmuted it if I found the ability, but I never found it the whole time.
Okay, Staekk just blind jumped on a trap in Zone 5. It happened to be a bounce trap, but it could have been a scatter trap.
Everybody forgets about scatter traps, I think, because they're only in this one zone.
Yeah, we've only seen like 3 scatter traps ever happen in a conduit, or in a condor.
Yeah,
but it's always hilarious. This is looking pretty good for Bacing right now. Though it is friggin' sideways for both racers, but I think Bacing's got the...
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's his... I mean,
Bacing likes to use those iframes. That time it was good.
It was definitely good.
Because he was going to get hit by the DDR tile.
Yeah, and it put him in really good position to escape as well.
Yes.
Like, that was an ideal place to attack.
That I approve of, but he does it a lot in times when it's just not good.
Triple rider spawn. Yikes. Ring of War being so helpful right now.
Yeah.
I probably would have taken the time to kill that ogre, knowing that you're gonna have to deal with this ogre again soon. Okay. I'm
okay with leaving the ogre. I tend to kill the Bacing did that in what I consider to be the normal quote correct order. There's no real correct order, but it's you want the mommy last basically.
Gotcha.
Because she has more health than any of the other enemies and produces a turnip.
Oh,
that's one for Bacing.
And that's one for Bacing, a 17-minute, 50-second race. But I thought it was pretty thrilling regardless. Having the full wipe, both racers coming down to conductor fight at the end. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Very exciting. Very good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I tend to go clockwise from the dragon. The lower left one, and leaving the ogre around is usually safe because he moves so slowly. But you got to take the nightmare out before you deal with anything else because you got to.
I fear I think I fear the ogre most because I'm just probably still not super used to the fact that it can attack you 3 tiles away. Because nothing else.
I've died to leaving the ogre behind. It's not a perfect strategy. But that's what I tend to do.
I think I also kind of conflated a little with Dead Ringer, where
like if he happens to be in the way, I will take care of him.
Right, that's fair. Especially if you're shoving him around with a Blood Axe or Ring of War.
It happened like having Ring of War and Obsidian Axe happens a whole lot more than you think. Earlier this week, I think it was against Yami. I had Obsidian Axe, or the first Obsidian Axe War in races 1 and 2, and there was a Titanium Axe War in race 3 that neither of us found until I died. And then I went looking around and found him in the blood shop.
Good old War Axe, it's everywhere. Yeah, it's really taken over a lot of our races in Condor, but
yeah,
that's okay. It's still exciting.
It's very exciting. You got to know how to use it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty easy. Once you get used to it, then
yeah.
you're cool.
Once you know it's not a broadsword.
Yes.
All right, we were just having a quick downtime there. Both our racers being a little needy. Just laughing at Staekk saying he ran out of cough drops. All right, let's go, racers. Esports, everybody. Esports. I'm out of cough drops. Hold on a sec. All right, here we go. Race 2. Staekk needing a win here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Bacing's going to send himself to the finals.
Well, this is a really good start so far. Like, I always love seeing 3 bombs right away.
Oh,
it's
yeah. Bombs
usually
are
a good
key.
sign.
As the Binding of Isaac says. Although, what does that game really know?
it knows quite a few things.
Yeah, it knows how to disregard its audience. It knows how to be really obnoxious to speedrun, yet have a huge community around speedrunning it.
Yeah.
It knows how to somehow weasel its way into my pentathlon for some reason. Anyway,
I've thought a few times about trying to race that game. I wouldn't do it now because I'm horribly out of practice because I really didn't like Afterbirth Plus.
Yeah.
But like I like a lot of people that would probably consider this like have the 1001% achievement, and it's like
wait, running the 1001 like start to finish?
No,
okay.
no
Oh,
way.
you have it.
That would
okay.
be awful. I've
seen that run a few times by a number of people. Some do it.
Wow, that's
I think
that's a level that I don't want to get into.
Well, I think only Casper has done it single segment. The other ones do it multi-segment. But it was like, I think the first time it was done, it was like 33 hours or something straight.
That sounds about right.
And it's so much grinding. It's so much grinding.
It has to be because you gotta, because like.
Yeah, because you're just trying to get Godhead. And it's like,
yeah.
You need to go to this thing and get all your recharge re-rolls, and anyway, it's pretty rough.
It's gonna be less grindy now than it would have been before, thanks to them trivializing getting the Meat Boy and Bandage Roll achievements. Those were the last two that I got
bad ones.
back in the day.
I think mine was I had to find just one item. I don't know if it was like Sacred Heart or something, but there's just one item that I didn't have for so long.
Yeah,
like I got the Meat Boy ones way before then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just never got it back in regular Rebirth.
Oh really? Yeah, I did finish. I beat every single Isaac 100%. Everything you could do until Afterbirth Plus started doing its thing, and I'm like,
same.
I can't.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
All right. Well, we got a bit of a race here. Boots of Pain, Obsidian Cat.
Yeah, there's a Necrodancer race going on.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is really good. It's like a double, or it's like triple melody here, sort of. I don't like the courage shovel when you have the cat, because cat priority can sometimes screw you out of
dig.
Courage digging away.
Yeah. But it is good with the Boots of Pain.
Yes.
Because you still do those pain attacks.
Ooh, the freeze. Freeze is the best spell on Nocturna, by far.
Is it?
Yes, because you can freeze Frankensteinway and the tiles don't go. So, like, that's the best reason to have it at all, and it's just a good spell anyway.
That's true. Freeze is quality. There's that.
Yeah, way better than the fireball.
I think I would have taken for Staekk. I would have taken the torch there over the freeze.
Yeah,
scroll.
you really want that visibility when you have Courage Shovel and
exactly. Yeah, you're gonna be gliding through the walls. You don't want to just put yourself in an unwinnable situation. And as we've said many times with the swarming, and especially since the Zone 5 enemies that you find everywhere.
You could switch off a Pain here, because Pain isn't the best on Frankensteinway, because you can accidentally You can pain into him when he has a shield, and that also does damage to you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, there's a running theme here. Don't do damage to him when he has the shield. It's bad.
Yeah. Oh, getting frozen.
Yep,
Fight ice with ice. Very nice.
Yep, freezing him right back. Really good.
And this is a close race. Bacing's got about a floor lead, but it's not a big floor, so this is pretty close.
Yeah, I would never count Staekk out here. Staekk
definitely
is an extremely good racer.
Yep. Yeah, Staekk has definitely changed his strats a little too. A little less. Well, now that I think glass isn't as strong as it used to be. Because it used to be one of the more powerful things, but the ceiling has raised a little bit on what's most powerful, as you can see when people pick up blood axes over titanium rapiers.
Now we could maybe see lunging here. I don't think we're going to. I think Civ is one of the only people that has practiced the lunging strat. I haven't practiced it.
Yeah, I did enjoy that fact though. That was pretty entertaining going for those lunges.
Yeah,
we got to see it twice because of the death.
Yeah, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Oh, that's a good point, Sivir. Yeah, spells are worse now.
Yes, I agree with Civ on this point. But still, like if you're gonna take a spell, freeze is really good. Freeze and shield, as per usual.
This is close. They are on the same tile almost.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a swarm here. This 4-2.
Crazy.
Pretty dicey.
Yeah,
this is when having Boots of Pain with the cat is good though, because you can kill multiple enemies with one movement.
Yeah, Bacing using the freeze very effectively. Didn't see what Staekk ended up doing. But Staekk's on 4-3, so handled it well enough.
Yeah, Staekk did some good
I like this. I like this switch to the curse potion, because at a certain point it doesn't matter. Oh, got telemonkeyed.
Oh, that telemonkey hurt right back to the beginning. Now this gives Bacing the lead. This is incredibly close. Still lots of race left though, especially with those boss fights.
Yes.
Oh, very nice boss.
If any of them go south, then hopefully not.
Yeah, doing a blood freeze there, or yeah, blood freeze, which is fine because of the ring of regen.
Yes.
Definitely want to abuse your freeze spell as much as possible. Oh, and nice mapping by Bacing.
Bacing made a very good mapping decision. I was thinking about whether or not it was there, and he did it. He checked it.
Worth peeking at least, especially when you've got a Courage Shovel that's going to move you through the walls pretty fast.
Yeah. I unfortunately don't know a lot about mapping in Zone 5. Like the obvious things, like it's the biggest room if you can see that, but other than that, there's not a lot that I know about it, unfortunately.
I think there's not a lot that you can say for certain, but you can do like
you can do like with.
Well, there's high percentage plays. Like there's like this is most likely to be the exit, and so you go. Yeah,
I think if it's like there are some obvious secret rooms directly up when you're moving to the right, then it's probably up. Yeah, I think
a lot of the time it's like Zone 2. Where if you can do a U shape, it'll be good. That is common, but it's not, it's not guaranteed, obviously.
I don't
it's more variable.
I gotta ask her to teach those to me sometime.
Oh my God, Bacing's taking so many hits here. This is so close.
He's got the potion though. As long as he doesn't accidentally turn into the bat, then
turning into the bat is pretty bad.
Oh no, he
nice
blood
freeze.
magic froze, which is a lot better.
Smart play.
What I was expecting.
And look at how close this is. It's beat
amazing. The sync.
Yes.
The sync. This is what we look for.
Who's got the build? I think it's got to be Staekk here. He's got the 9 bombs. That's huge over Bacing's only 1 bomb. Bacing's got to get some water ball luck here.
That's going to win it as long as Staekk doesn't make a significant error, then Staekk's got this.
Bacing almost has to try and keep as many enemies alive in this phase as possible so as to have lots of enemies to start the next phase.
Staekk could do an interesting thing. He could freeze a bunch here.
He's got all the
I'm of the opinion he should just blood freeze.
Oh, he is flying through this with his bombs.
Do this. But he doesn't need to, apparently. It's fine.
Yeah, he's only got the 1 more battery and lots of health.
Nope, just 1 more hit. There you go.
It is. Staekk taking game 2. GG's Staekk. Making this interesting. We're going to a game 3. Excellent. 8:30. That's an awesome pace for Nocturna.
Still didn't knock me off dot fastest. Yes.
Is that what's the dot fastest at right now?
8:05.
Oh wow. Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's pretty good. But that
I set that on Sunday.
But where is he? 8:24. So that was the third fastest time. Oh yeah, you really laid it down early.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm really hoping that nobody beats it, so I can still have that at the end of the week. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. We got some fast racers still left.
Yes. Maya and Civ, I think, are the most likely to remove me from my throne. I will no longer be the queen at the top of the fastest list. All right, what do we got here?
Oh, you got that heal.
Yeah, heal spell is the best.
Definitely want that heal.
Nazareth Charm is not as good on Nocturne, in my opinion, because if you happen to mess up a stairs transform, then you've got spirits. But it's usually not that bad anyway.
Yeah. There's something in that red bat room.
Yeah, it could be spicy. Is it spicy?
It's a big old spicy torch. Spiciest of all items in the game. That's a good one. You have to have some milk after that torch because it's so spicy. All right, and Staekk, they're pretty much identical, mirroring each other right now.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Which one do you choose?
If it isn't another Obsidian Axe.
In the game.
Seriously.
Oh, it's because I'm on stream. It's fine.
That's true. Here come all the axes. What's up, 6000J? I don't know, but Obsidian Axe has probably been in the majority of the races today, which is kind of ludicrous.
Well, these are all very good racers, so they know when they should look for things like that, and they have gotten rewarded.
I don't know why you don't check that barrel room if you're basing. You got a clear peek of that barrel room and had only a few beats to get to it.
Yeah,
barrel rooms are pretty good.
I've gotten some really nice things. You can get a Ring of Pain, a Ring of Might, Ring of Becoming if you really want to be risky. Oh, these Explorer's Boots are really good for basing.
Yep, quicker fight for basing because of the Explorer Boots. Not bad.
Make Zone 2 slightly easier, and the best ring in the game has arrived.
Oh, finally. We're waiting for that to show up.
Oh, got some armor too, right on the way. Really good.
Armor is very important.
Oh, basing did not do that correct. You should transform when a Minotaur is coming at you, because then you can just take them out.
Yeah, I think ultimately that only wasted about probably 3 or 4 beats, but
yeah, it's me picking. It's me splitting hairs, but still.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's my job here, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're the technical co-commentator here. I'm the one who's like, what does this thing do? Oh, okay. Yep. What is a Frankenstein way? Well, there's a nice potion. Good pickup.
It's actually a potion this time, too.
Yeah. That's because you can see inside. When you can't see inside, guaranteed. Oh, and we got ourselves... Oh, Shrine of War. Staekk, you missed it. Uh-oh, and is Bacing going to see... I don't think Bacing's going to see it either. It was on the right.
I have... When was it? Oh, was it like upper right?
At the top, yep. And it looks like... Is Bacing going to see it? I don't think Bacing... Nope. They both missed it. Ring of War, rip. That could have been the difference.
You might still get a Ring of War. It can still spawn.
That's true. Oh, doesn't even check
Maybe in this purple chest.
Staekk's just pushing. If it is in that purple chest, Staekk's going to be kicking himself. But the blast helmet, the 3 more bombs.
Didn't check either.
Wow, yeah, this is both racers are pushing, making the same quote-unquote mistakes. I mean, not totally. I mean, sometimes you don't want to go out of your way for certain things, but I feel like picking up that. Yes. I think maybe Staekk saw it, maybe, but Bacing definitely didn't.
I don't think so. I
think if he saw it, he'd be going for it. I kind of just caught it out of the corner of my eye. But whenever you've got an axe, you always got to keep your eye out for it.
Yeah.
Because it's fairly common. Oh boy. Getting frozen there does increase the swarming. Taking a bit of a clap. Staekk's falling behind now as Bacing's moved on to... Oh, Bacing getting a hit from a beetle. It's going to slow down this fight. Not having the 3 damage. If Staekk can keep the 3 damage, this could be... He could gain a lot of ground here.
That's going to transform here.
Ooh,
really good.
Very nice fight here for Staekk. So Staekk did gain a bunch of ground back after losing it in that 4-3.
Not checking. He's just pushing.
3-3. Yeah,
but
both racers just
I
pushing.
I don't blame him for pushing. Leaping's pretty good.
Leaping's great.
Okay,
Key, not so much.
Oh, that's...
Glass armor or heavy glass armor? It's a tough call.
Part of me would want to stick with
Okay, Bacing.
It's probably better.
He doesn't want to use his blast helm.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't want to use the blast helm. Oh my god.
You can do a lot of cheeky things with bat iframes, and so maybe there was a way to get out of that more efficiently. I usually don't do them because I get panicked, but
I think that's what we were witnessing there. Staekk didn't even check what that mimic was. It could have been like a heart
Bacing's
container.
not checking the Shriner. Like, Bacing should check the Shriner in case it's Ring of War. Unless he did see the Ring of War, he should be checking that Shrine. Or maybe for Ring of Peace. Peace would be generally pretty good. It's not as good on Conductor, but still
reduce spawns, but safer.
No, I think it's not really about the reduced spawns, in my opinion. It's about, like, you get lower health bosses.
Oh, so you can't do as many hits.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why you always get the mommy first, because she always has 6 health.
Right.
No matter what. So.
Makes sense.
But, alas, we don't get to see the contents of the Shriner, but Staekk's already on Conga 4.
They're both going to die, says Paratroopa. It feels like they are pushing too hard. Oh, God, Bacing. Okay, Bacing needs to farm up some health here. I think it's worth losing ground on Staekk to get your health back here. He also doesn't have... Oh, where are you going? What happened there?
Oh, no, I didn't see.
He just, like, dropped the beat. It seemed like he did bad iframes, but then just got hit a bunch.
That would be my immediate guess. Is he just dropped the beat? Sometimes it's a quote rhythm game. Sometimes you just drop the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up here. Yep, and Staekk looked up, and that
very good mapping for Staekk.
Yep, really good. And leaping is really good on Frankenstein Way for butt puzzles.
Oh, that makes sense.
He might use that here. No, he's gonna use bombs.
There's no reason for him not to. Getting your bombs off there. So.
Yes, I've seen a few people just not even bother with bombs when they have leaping.
Oh yeah.
I disagree. I disagree, but they can do what they want.
Yeah, do what you want. You heard it here first. You can butt puzzle with your leaping. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, on to the last phase here. Nice little spawn for him. There it is. Staekk's gonna be onto the Conductor. Bacing back to square one.
Did we ever see what was in the secret?
I don't think so. It's chicken.
It's delicious, is what it is.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Leaping.
Leaping's a little awkward.
Quite do leaping right. I think you can normally just leap left twice and then leap once down. I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh yeah.
It's like the perfect.
Yeah, it's the right amount for that. That's very strange.
But I don't know why it didn't work. That's weird.
Maybe there was a wind mage or something.
It probably got blocked by some enemy and I didn't notice. Yeah, you take out this ogre before getting into there. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. We got blast helm.
Yeah, 7 bombs and a blast helm.
Yeah, not enough to do everything here. Oh,
that is a lot of evil eyes.
Yeah, I hate evil eyes the most. That water ball's going to save a lot of time. That's good.
Yeah, wise saving of his bombs.
This is going to be a really quick time, too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, just about as fast as the last game.
Yeah, he's going to take a new 3rd place, I think, on the fastest.
I think
it says 8:42.
Slightly
so
after.
It's a little slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
loading
time.
delay and all that. And the bot.
Wow, GG. So Staekk takes it after Bacing took game 1. Staekk came back with 2 back-to-back victories. Really fast victories, too. Staekk doing a great job. So GG's to Staekk. Moving on to the finals. Tough one for Bacing. And yeah, we're going to move on to the second semis, which is going to be Maya versus Sivir. We'll see both these racers, as you said, have put a lot of practice in.
Yes.
But congrats to Staekk moving on to the finals. Awesome to see Staekk in another finals. All right, let's pull up these racers. Bonus.
Them up right now.
And thanks again, Axum, for hopping in. I know there was some really late notice, but I appreciate you coming in.
It's okay. Like I'm glad that everything worked out with like my awful work schedule this week too. I was afraid that I was gonna have to do some extra nonsense, even more than I already did. I've worked 109 hours these last 2 weeks.
What? Dare I ask what you do for a job? That's
it's like health insurance processing, and a lot of it is waiting